We can't screw it up.
All right. All right. So go live. Well, I'm live in YouTube. What? Let's see here. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to look on YouTube here.
You're good.
Maybe
man.
there's
Make them wait.
Yeah, well, I'm live on there. So
Are we live on YouTube? Let me go to our YouTube and see if we're live.
Well, I am, but I don't see you.
See you. Yeah, you're live. I see you. I don't see me.
All right. Well, but we're live on here, so I'm confused. Okay. Yeah, it says that you are live. View on YouTube. Yeah, we're live. I don't know, dude. Is there 2 live streams?
What the heck, man? Where would the other one be?
I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just you, dude. It's just you chilling with your pumpkin, man. I don't know. I might have to. I might message Mike if I can't figure out what to do.
Wait, well, I mean, hold on here. I'll show you. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. I don't think anyone's in here anyway, so we're good. All right, so check it out.
Check it out, old man Marley.
Check it out. Where are you? Where is your? Oh, there, dude. I'm not used to your profile picture.
Oh yeah, change it.
Yeah,
I kind of want to change it back.
See, we're live on there.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, it says we're in there like swimwear, you know.
That don't make no sense, man. This don't make no sense.
Well, I mean, it's streaming, right? Yeah, we're good. I think we're on there. Here, I think we're good, dude.
I'll go check.
Here, I'm gonna do this.
That's still just you.
Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna end. What? Dude. Well, in YouTube. Dude, how is this confusing? All right.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, dude, I'm back.
All right. Yeah, it's working.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
What
If
was
you
it?
I had two. I had like a separate live opened in YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
not from the source from StreamYard.
Okay.
And I think the YouTube. So for those of you that well, there's no one on here yet, but when if people come in and chat, then
If they ever
It'll
run
be-
into this problem.
it'll be delayed by like I think like 10 seconds or something like that.
All right.
So but yeah. What's up, dude?
It's chilling, dude. Chilling. It's nice to have a breather from being at the vet for a little bit.
What was wrong with you? Did the vet take care of you?
Yeah, man. Just all kinds of things going wrong. That time of season, man. Yeah, they said a bunch of words that didn't make any sense, and then they charged me, emptied my
Nice.
wallet, and sent me out the
Nice.
door.
Well, you know, that's how it goes, man.
So we're
All
live
right.
right now.
We are live. Yeah, if you check it out. Well, if it lets me open this.
It's still just you on my screen.
And YouTube. What? Close the YouTube out.
Okay. It's still just you on my screen.
Check it out.
Close the YouTube out.
Yeah, we're good. We're on there now.
It's still just you on my screen. Okay,
You
now
good?
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Hey, look
Hey,
at us go.
Looking good. It's
These
looking
old
good.
grumpy bastards.
You know what? So it's not super confusing. I'm gonna move the YouTube over so I can just watch this screen. Okay. Have you ever seen the meme video
Mhm.
that's like it's like toddlers? It's like if you have a 3-year-old and he's got like 12 screens and it's all playing different things and he's got like peanut butter all over his cup and he like
No.
wipes his face. Dude, it's so funny. I'll send it to you.
That's us, though.
Yeah, that's us. Got like 20 screens. It's actually really, really disorienting. Here, check it. I want you to see. So I've got YouTube there, delayed.
That's a
StreamYard
cool
here.
setup, though, dude.
I've got my MacBook right here. Yeah, it's kind of wild, man. Where am I? Who am I? All right.
That mask, is it just trimmed? Have you
Yeah.
you still waiting on that paint?
Yeah, dude.
Look at
Pretty
that
happy
hair,
with-
man.
It's pretty horrible, dude. I forgot to bring a brush, but while we watched, I was gonna try to get the hair off. Look. Oh, really?
Nail lacquer thinner. Oh shit.
Oh, really?
Man. Oh really? Man, I haven't used lacquer thinner in like 2 years. That stuff's awful.
The way you said that, it's like I haven't used in 2 years, man. It's been a while. Yeah, man. Well, hopefully some folks. I don't know what's going on with my Instagram, dude. It's really silly. It
Yeah, I
truly
don't know.
doesn't make any sense.
There's been a lot of people that's been having weird things going on with their IG.
It like
so you ain't
legit.
the only
Oh,
one.
so the other one, my other page, I can repost from like a post.
Mhm.
I can't repost a story, and I can't post my own story.
What'd you do,
No.
man?
Dude, I don't know. I
What'd
got
you say?
shadow banned, I guess.
That's weird.
I don't know, man.
It's weird, man. But shit, I guess. How was you talked about it a little bit? It's always weird when we hop on these lives because we always talk daily anyways, and then we hop on and we're just
know,
like repeating the same stuff. But
Hey, dude. Yeah.
but yeah, so how you been, man? Yeah, but how
Yeah.
was House of a Thousand Corpses?
Oh, dude, it was cool,
theaters.
man. It was cool.
It was good.
So we got 3 people watching now. It's cool. So yeah, so I went to see the 20th anniversary screening of House of Thousand Corpses. It
Mhm.
was thankfully at my favorite theater. There's like those of you, I'm sure, know that Kevin and I don't have really great theater experiences a lot of times. So,
Ever.
do you,
No,
yeah,
just like
never.
ever.
It's like 1 out of 100. So I was pretty happy when I saw that the theater that was doing the screening was my favorite theater. So it was solid,
Yeah.
dude. They're like it's like the tiered seating to where there's only like 10 seats in each
Mm.
like level, and I think there's like 8 or 10 levels. And they're like the reclining seats, so it's like you have your
Yeah.
own space. You have got your own little like area.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people that buy a spare seat, so I have like a buffer zone.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I should do that. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
dude,
normally have
it's great.
people um sit on my row. Usually they're like right behind me and they're just like talking or smacking. Except for when I saw 78. That was the only time where I've had people next to me there that just talk the whole time. But
Mm.
um except for last night, last night I went and saw that movie and there was nobody in the theater. I don't think there's been a movie in my entire life where the theater was empty. And so I just kicked back and enjoyed it. Sometimes I would just get up and go sit at the top. Sometimes I would just go to the front. It was nice.
What movie was it?
It's a foreign film called When Evil Lurks,
Hmm.
and it's like I was telling Marie about this. It's like a new, unique, grimy take on possession horror, but it's like a like it's more of a zombie movie. It's like a plague, a virus, but with possession instead of like a rage zombie virus. It was really
I can dig that. That's kind of cool.
it was cool. It was gross. It was violent, but also it got kind of like unintentionally comical in some parts. There was just some weird stuff with some characters. Um and like some stuff about ice cream and like some of the way the prosthetics looked kind of made me laugh. Oh, hang
Hmm.
on. I'm getting a call from Mike Bish.
Mike Bish joining us on the
Hang on, let me pull him up.
Mike Bish.
Mike Bish. No, we're all good, dude. So I messaged him because we were having
Oh yeah.
troubles. But you made it onto the show, man.
Yeah,
Looking
you did.
good. Ain't seen you in a minute.
Oh, it's pretty good, man.
All right, man.
I
Thanks
love
for
it.
calling. See you.
See you, Mike. Come watch, dude. Even though he hates these movies, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't hate 07. He hates
Oh, okay.
H2 though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's okay to be wrong,
Yeah, loser.
you know. That sounds cool, man. I might have to watch it. It's subtitled, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
coming out on Shudder in like a couple weeks, I think.
Hmm.
But
check
I
it out,
recommend
dude.
it. It's probably like my second or third favorite horror movie this year, which isn't really saying much because this has been a pretty piss poor year for horror.
Yeah. What's
You
up
know?
with I don't think I'm gonna even see it, but how bad? Like would you give it like a half a star?
I gave it half a star out of 5. we're
And you
talking about
get so
Exorcist.
you gave Ends 1 star.
Ends is
So-
better. Ends is a better movie. Like, I mean, Ends is shot better. There's at least a story, even though it's a ripoff of Christine. But dude, The Exorcist, it's not even like a coherent shitty script. It's like the most lazy, plastic, cheap excuse of an Exorcist movie or a legacy sequel. It was bad, man. I'll never watch it again. And I encourage people to not waste their time on it. It was especially what they did with Ellen Bernstein's character was just like so bad. So bad.
I don't even want to know, dude. Honestly, like I just don't even want to know.
I kind of want to tell you.
Well, I take that back. I want to know. I don't want to find out in the movie because
I'll just give you a line of dialogue. She's talking to the main character. He is one of the girl's dads, and he's like going to her house so he can try to convince her to help, exorcise the demons, and it's so out of character for her character to be doing that anyways. And so she's talking about the experience with Reagan and Father Karras and Marin, and and what she says is, I don't think they let me go up there for the exorcism because of their damn patriarchy.
Oh, I
Something,
saw
it was
that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I saw that,
And
dude. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
man, Jesus.
Everything's got to be political or social commentary and or whatever. You just can't have a story
Just weird. Why would you put that
Yeah.
in the movie?
because
Just to piss people off.
because the people that wrote it
Well, yeah, but still,
are just
still so bad.
yeah. Oh man,
It
terrible.
was rough, man.
Is
It was
that the
rough.
Is that the It looks like it. I'm trying to. That's the Tots mask you got, right?
Yeah, back here.
Yeah, dude, that's a great copy. I'm pretty happy with this one too, man. For real,
Yeah, it's
pretty happy
nice.
with it. These I'm telling you, dude, those little scissors, lifesaver.
I'm too scared to cut
Lifesaver.
mine.
Dude, you just gotta go in. Like, honestly, like, I don't know if any of the three people that are watching want to like rehaul mass or ever rehauled mass, but like,
Mm-hmm. Hit me
please
up. No, I'm
message,
just
yeah,
kidding.
message me
Not
because
me.
I'm not like one of those gatekeeping fucking dorks. That's like, nah, I'm not gonna tell you how to cut a mask.
Man, I'm on a Facebook page, and whenever I get notifications, usually it's the moderators that are getting mad about guys that have questions, and some of them are like, you know, kind of redundant and
Yeah, I
obvious
get it.
questions, but still,
Yeah.
like it takes 2 seconds to help someone
Yeah.
out, and they just get
We're
mad
just
about it.
like we're just relink like
Yeah, just
like
send that.
yeah, exactly, dude. I don't know, man. I think it's kind of silly. What do you got there? Some cider?
Some cider, man. Yeah,
Nice, dude. Nice.
some cider from Patterson Farms.
I didn't break the Earl Grey out.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Don't feel. I knew something didn't feel right.
Something's off here. Something's off, man.
That's why this stream wasn't wanting to work.
Yeah. Well, it was working, but it was working double working. Had one with just me.
That was
What
pretty
was the other
sweet,
one?
man. What if we like went the whole time thinking it was
It's just
working,
me.
and then it was just you
me
the whole
talking,
time?
talking to myself, talking to you, but talking to myself. Oh
Damn.
man. Well, dude, yeah, you want to get started on this whole watch along?
Yeah, let me cut my new VHS TV on real quick. I can't show y'all how I do this. I might fall over and embarrass myself. Hang on.
I thought you were gonna gatekeep how to turn on a a tube TV for those of you that might be Gen Z. TVs actually had buttons on them that you had to use. Got the candy set up.
The whore with the big tits. I don't know what copy this is, but we're gonna find out.
We watching on you watching on your TV? Well, I guess they're both TVs. You watching on your old TV? Oh, you can't hear me. You don't have headphones on.
All right.
Oh, you're getting them both going. Okay, I see what you're going. So we'll have to time it.
Getting fancy.
So let me
Yes,
know
I
when
don't
you
have a remote for the.
let me know when you press play on that bad boy.
Is this in? Why is this in Spanish? Le film.
Le film.
Or even there. It sound like Brad Pitt from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm gonna turn.
I'll pause it.
When he's like, "No, you're good. I'm on the same." Yeah.
All right. Can you see both of these? All right, hang on.
Yeah.
This is interesting. It's crazy.
It's weird, dude. I'll turn my audio off maybe.
All right.
You got yours queued up there? Yeah, okay, cool. Pause yours for just a second for me.
Oh shit! I can't pause the VHS, but that's okay.
No. Oh, you got them queued up the same. I see. No. You're cool. You're cool. I got you. We're good.
Look
We're
at
good.
that. That's fun.
Wow, dude. That's actually great. That's crazy.
That's cool. Shout out to Alyssa Anonymous for the tape. It was nice, man. She sent it, and it was like she had a bunch of candy and stickers and some cocaine.
Just a bag of some powder
bag.
cocaine.
Oh, finally.
Nice, dude. Nice. First, it was the. Oh really?
Oh, really?
Oh really?
You have an O'Reilly Autos Parts in Kentucky?
Yeah. We
Oh,
got one
oh.
actually right down the street from my house.
Hell yeah. Everyone that works there is always mad.
Dude, have you ever watched this movie with the subtitles on in this scene?
Nah, probably not.
Because it's really funny, actually. I've never seen that kind of profanity in subtitles.
Right.
That's pretty good, man. I like that.
Grind shit.
That's so crazy, dude. I love that.
When you first saw this movie, what was like, if you can remember, your thoughts when you started watching this kitchen scene?
Okay,
I
so
can't remember. I wish I could.
I remember. So I was like 2 years out of high school. I went with. I'm pretty sure I went with my buddy Bennett and somebody else, and I was the only one that was like a real big horror lover, and so I don't think the other dudes cared, but I was like very hesitant going in. I liked House of a Thousand Corpses a lot, and so I was kind of excited about that piece, that it was a Rob Zombie film. But I remember sitting there, and like the scene opens with Kiss, and I was like, "What?
So different.
Fuck yeah!" I was really confused about it because like I actually thought about this the other day. It's weird that it's weird to have a Halloween film that has like music that isn't just a score.
Mhm.
And that's something too that I thought about when I was watching Ends, because there's a few songs that aren't John Carpenter,
Mhm.
so not score. And I was like, that's weird. And then I thought about it more. I was like, I guess it's really not that weird because
Yeah.
the Rob's films have music that isn't score in it. But Tyler Bates does insane job at the score for
Yeah,
these films.
he does. I love his
Kills it.
score. I'm trying to think if there's like a soundtrack to any other Halloween movies. I guess
I don't-
H2O.
Yeah,
Yeah.
limited
about
though.
4
Like
and
this one's
5. Yeah.
this one's got like at least 6 or 7 songs at least.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
And it really sets that tone for that 70s atmosphere.
But what's weird is, people talk about the timeline for these, or like when they're set, and a lot of people got real upset about when these masks came out. They were like 92, the 92 murder mask. It's like, yeah, the movie was set like when Laurie's in the movie, it's set in the same year that it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like that Rob, despite it being set on those years, like his films are always kind of like ambiguous, like in terms of like you can't really tell an era all that much. I like that he does that. I think it's cool. Like, there's cell phones in this movie. Obviously not like iPhones, but I think it's cool. Like, it's so subtle you don't recognize that
Yeah. He doesn't
it's not
rely
like,
on technology to like move
Yeah.
the story forward or anything.
right. I think that's really cool.
This part.
I mean, I love this. I love the. No, this is one of the only things that has just like very minute differences between the theatrical, which we're watching the theatrical, but that scene, the principal says something that's very like slightly different in the unrated, but it's like so minute, it's really weird. I've watched them back to back before just to see like what the
really?
differences were. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've only watched the theatrical maybe a handful of times because
Okay.
for some reason that one's always so tough to
Mm.
to find with streaming or
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
just tangible media until kind of recently. So
Yeah.
that's been nice.
Too, have you seen the outtakes of the scene?
Yeah, the whole like
They're
blooper reel
great,
is
man. They're
like
great.
the best.
They're
There's
absolutely
no
hilarious.
way I could be serious around Malcolm McDowell.
No.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, there's some really fun. I'm gonna have to watch them after when we're done.
That scene with Michael in the asylum where he's at Smith's Grove and he's got the clown mask and Loomis is just riffing, trying to just get him to laugh. And he's like, she
Yeah.
was weird, extraordinary. She liked
Yeah.
rubber.
She liked rubber. And
And
you can
that's how
see
it
it
just breaks.
yeah, you know, you
It's
can
so
see
funny.
you can see that someone's about to like
Yeah.
tip over that edge in their eyes. And you can see it in Tyler's eyes, dude, the whole time, man. It's really funny. Malcolm McDowell. So you met him and had him sign.
I guess that's what we call it.
Your
Yeah.
poster, right? He signed a
Yeah.
poster. Yeah.
He signed my H2 poster and was nervous meeting him. It's like, it's Loomis. It's Malcolm McDowell, you know, really well known, respected actor. I don't even think the guy looked up, man. I think he just signed it. And it's always awkward when celebrities just sign their name and not their character name. And so I was just like, would you mind signing Dr. Loomis? And he did, but it was like an awkward moment. And that was it, man. No thank you, no exchange of dialogue, no eye contact, nothing.
Weird, dude.
Strange.
You know what? Like,
she liked rubber.
She liked rubber.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things. It's like I'd be like annoyed by that too. But I mean, I get like some people have off days, you know what I mean? Like maybe just wasn't feeling it that day. But at the same time too, it's like how hard is it to
say thank you? How are
say
you?
thank you.
Like
You know
the
what I
most
mean?
basic line of dialogue when
Yeah.
you see somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
don't
more
know.
interaction with like the cashier at a Aldi or a Food Line than I did with Malcolm McDowell. Dude.
Oh man, that reminds me. It's still I have to mention this. It's unrelated to this movie. Still a huge gripe of mine. Why do people at convenience stores pick up cans like this to scan them? The
That's
whole
gross.
thing is built for you to hold on to like this. Believe it or not, like the entirety of the can is made
or when you go to the theater and they get your bucket of popcorn or your bag of popcorn, and instead of holding it at the bottom and then
They
putting
hold it-
popcorn, they
they
hold
put
it
their hand
inside.
in it.
They hold
Yeah.
it inside. Yeah,
It's
and you
lovely,
know,
dude.
they just like touch their face and they
Mhm.
didn't wash their hands. I
Yeah.
hate that shit, dude.
Drives me crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Like thanks for putting your hand on the only part of the can that I'm gonna be touching with my
Man.
mouth in 5 seconds.
Ugh.
Oh, I was saying though, I was considering trying to remove this hair while we watch this, but I can't find any of my brushes to do it with. I think I threw them away.
What do you mean? How do you use brushes to remove the hair?
So I take the way I remove it is I take just like hobby brushes, just like they make them for like glue or really anything. They're literally just like aluminum brushes that have just real like thick bristles.
Mhm.
They're really cheap. You can buy a bag of them from like Michael's for like $10. And I think like 20 of them come in it. So what I do is I put this in a just a little paint cup, and I'll get some of this on the brush, and I'll I'll brush it along where all the glue is laid on the hair and let it sit for a second and let the lacquer thinner break down the glue.
Oh,
And it
fancy.
usually comes off in kind of like one,
Mm.
one fell swoop. I don't have to pick at it for forever. But some of them are a bitch, dude. Some of them are just like really silly. Tots uses way too much glue. Way too much glue.
Yeah, I think the Kills one that
Actually,
I did
this one's coming right off.
was
So
okay.
this one I might not even need lacquer thinner. We're gonna
This
ball
part,
them up.
so this spot in LA is where the old, is it Griffith Park or Griffin Park?
Griffith Park, yeah.
Griffith Park, where the old
Yeah.
zoo used to be.
Yeah.
And found it like on the last day I was in LA. And found the tree, went to that spot. It's hot as hell in LA too this time of year. And dude, the amount of bugs at that little park.
I remember you messaging me.
Was wild.
Because you and Riv, right?
Oh man, yeah, me and Riv, we just got ate up.
Yeah, I remember you messaging me that.
It was bad.
Like, bro. Have you ever watched the? I know it's not in this, but have you ever watched like the original thing?
Yeah.
I had never actually like I'd had it on before, but I'd never really like watched it, and I watched it the other day. It's actually pretty cool.
It's good. I remember watching that. So my grandpa kind of got me into like all the old classics, like Wolfman, Dracula. It Came from Beneath the Sea, The Thing from Outer Space, the Thing, stuff like that. And so I grew up on that stuff.
Dude, I actually really dig it, man. I kind of was ashamed that I'd never really paid attention to it.
Yeah, it's good vibes, man. It's fun.
So I don't think I'm gonna need lacquer thinner at all on this guy. It's coming right up.
There you go. Yeah, it looks great. Cul-de-sac Myers.
Cul-de-sac Myers, man.
Just leave it. Just leave
it. It's like a hybrid Mr. Burns and dude, that looks amazing. I wish I had some cider, dude.
You gonna wear that this year for Halloween?
No, I don't think so.
Because last year you did
is that last year?
Halloween 3, I think.
Yeah. That's what we did. Yeah. And then the year before that, I wore my Kills rehauled mask. And I won the costume contest at the Halloween party.
Yeah, you did.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Whoa.
It's no big deal. I won a costume contest at a neighborhood Halloween party. It was private though, okay?
Like run around and punch all the kids, brag.
Dude, I was actually making people scared though. I walked around and no one knew who I was in it. And so like I just didn't take it off, and I walked around for several hours just in the mask, was completely silent, didn't eat anything, didn't drink anything. This was a creep, dude. And yeah, some people's faces when I took the mask off were like, what?
Did you have any of that, like, I don't know what you call it, black pantyhose on your eyes to hide your eyes, or did you just?
No, I just let it was mostly outside, so I had shadows working for me.
Dude, one time I dressed up as Myers. I went to that North Carolina Myers house for Halloween, and
Kenny's house.
Yeah, and I used some of that fabric, and I couldn't see shit. And my eyes are bad anyways. I got bad eye problems, and so I like cut like a little hole in it, just in one eye, because I didn't want to have like looking, because you can still kind of see that when there's enough light. And I remember walking around and like tripping over shit, and then after like the tour of like the property, you sit down, you get your seat, you watch the movie on the front lawn, and everything's dark. It's cool. Well, Kenny wanted me to like go stand by the house for people to take pictures, and so I tried to put like the stocking back on, and I could not get it on. And so like I was just blind, like trying to like like I was like blind Myers reaching out, trying to figure out where people were. Super awkward, man.
Are you in pictures that he posted from that year as Michael?
I don't know, maybe. I think it was there's a picture of me and his roommate, and he wore like a Halloween 2 mask and
Okay.
cosplay. So I think I'm in that one. But
Well, I know he was it the year. I mean, I don't think Kenny's watching this. I mean, no, it was 2 people, but okay, he dated someone for like a real long time, and she lived there. Didn't I remember
yeah,
talking to him because he sold me that Night of the Comet. Night of the Comet. It's a Freudian slip there. Sold me that print, and I think she actually shipped it to me, oddly enough. But
I think I know who it is.
yeah. Can't think of her name, but they dated for quite a while.
Mhm,
But yeah, Kenny's a interesting fella.
mhm. You see, he got that car from It Follows.
Yeah,
It's a sweet
Yeah.
car. God
I mean,
dang.
what a great. I mean, I gotta hand it to the guy. Like, what a great idea to build that house.
I want to do it.
Like, what a great. But no one else had. Like, have you? No one
I don't
else
think there's
has.
another one.
No, I mean,
Mhm.
what a great idea, dude. Gotta hand it to that guy for that. And for selling me that print because he sold it to me for like what he bought it for, and those are on eBay for $200, $300. So
What's that
Yeah.
poster behind the pumpkin? The one with like the
Uh,
white, the white and the knife. Oh, it's a Halloween
here,
78. I
uh,
think.
this one,
Mhm.
yeah, the one all the way over, all the way to my right, your left, yeah. It's a 78. I forget who made it. I think it was a Hero Complex print, but I can't remember who the artist was. Yeah, it's a really good one, man. I honestly like it's in a cheap frame, and I should probably be smacked for putting it in that frame, but um, I should probably get it framed better. That print from that Ryan dude came.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
The Matt
yeah,
Ryan guy. Yeah,
Matt Ryan. Yeah, yeah,
he's like my favorite digital artist, I think.
yeah.
He did a really cool Ernest Scared Stupid one a couple years back that I really liked.
It's perfect, man. That print is amazing. I got the orange variant of it, and it's killer. No pun intended. So I like. Have you ever seen how they did that? How Wayne Toth did the prosthetic for that.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of cool. It's like a prosthetic piece, like an appliance that they just like blended. Kind of neat. Wayne Toth, man, what a talent!
Yeah.
Like absolute killer talent, man. You know, honestly, we've talked about this before, so I don't really care to talk about it again. To where people hear it.
Oh, I don't care.
Dude, Chris Nelson, man,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. You know whose favorite person? Who Chris Nelson's favorite person is? It's Chris Nelson.
Yeah. He's so talented, and
Yeah, super talented
he
dude.
just puts a stain on like his art by the things that he has to say about a lot of stuff and complain about, and just I don't know. I think if I was in his position, I would just be um just saying thank you God every day. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like you were so influential in creating something for these films and something a lot of people love. Like, I mean, I think the masks are awesome. You know what I mean? Um, it's like one of the few things out of those films that I enjoy was seeing those masks.
Mhm.
And then you turn around and act like a doucher about it. You know, it's like, why?
Mhm.
What
It's weird. It's
what
weird.
positive like
And also just like how and I get like it doesn't feel great whenever people don't love the art that you did or that you're a part of. But when you just like start blasting people and you just get oversensitive about stuff that you don't have any control over, it's just like
it gets
dude,
old, dude. It
just
gets
stop,
so
man.
sorry, man. It gets so sorry.
Just
Like
like
gripe,
you're 50 years old and act like it.
yeah, gripe about it once. By all means, like you have a right to gripe about stuff, but gripe about it once. Like don't continue down. Like plus, you're just like a extremely blessed person. Like you get to that man gets to create monsters for a living.
Mhm.
And like makes probably a lot of money doing it. And it's like, why bitch at that
Yeah.
point?
Because
Like
that's
what?
like all I think of him now instead of like
Yeah,
all the good that he's done for the genre. I just think of him just like, what's he
bitching.
gonna complain about, next?
Yeah, dude, it sucks. But
Which goes back to Wayne Toth is
yeah,
like, he's been a part of some very polarizing films to say the least, and
mhm.
you never hear a word from him. He just does his art and he just leaves it at that.
And he's a true fan, man. He really
Mhm.
is. Like, and I'm not saying that Chris Nelson isn't, but like
Yeah, he
Wayne Toth,
definitely is, but
yeah,
yeah.
Wayne Toth seems like that guy that like, Chris Nelson like has like a room that he keeps his masks and his props and stuff in. Wayne Toth seems like that guy to where it's like it's his whole life. Like it's every ounce of his being is the
His
things that he
DNA
creates. Yeah.
is him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty cool,
He just
man.
rides that wave. Yeah.
If you all haven't watched
I love this
the
shot, by the way.
yeah,
This
it's
whole
great,
shot.
man.
I love how they
It's
lit
great.
it. I love like I don't know if you saw the BTS of the director, or not the director of photography. Can't remember his name. Phil something. And he's like sitting on a crate. He's
Mhm.
like trying to figure out how I'm gonna light this scene. And dude, lighting's hard, man. Like making it look natural, and pretty and atmospheric.
The mask is so good right here. I mean, it's lit so cool, dude. I still think that the clean mask from Tots is like it looks weird.
Looks a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
mean, I
this
know
one
that
this one looks a little bit more
it
chiseled,
looks
kind
different
of
around
like a
like
little.
the forehead and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks different. I don't know. It could also be how it's painted. I haven't seen.
It's
I've
like the
well,
eye cuts are too round,
yeah.
too oval.
I take that. I take that back. I've seen one rehauled now. And I think what's his name? Another complainer. Dude, so good, man.
That scene
Another
always makes
complainer.
me laugh though when he's just like poking his head
He's
with that
like
big ass mask. Yeah.
another complainer, but I won't mention who it is. But I saw a clean one rehauled by this dude on Instagram and haired by another dude on Instagram. It's the only one that I've seen rehauled though. I haven't seen any clean ones other than that one.
I'm not big on the clean mask.
Yeah, it's cool, but
I'm a completist, so I don't know. If I start collecting the Tots mask, which I don't think I will. I mean, I got that dark hat that I like, and whatever mask this is called, and I think that's really all I need.
I love this. I love this scene.
I love how how fall it feels
Oh, dude, it's perfect. Like
outside the Myers house with all the leaves and the blue lighting and the wind. The clown costume's great.
this movie's the color grading in it is incredible.
I don't think I
It's
told
like,
you I took a piece of the concrete from there when I was there.
did you?
It was like a big chunk just chilling by the
Really?
tree, and I was like, mine. And I just
Did you
took it.
did you just admit to that? Well, it's okay. Everything's legal in California. You can steal in California. It's fine.
Yeah, man.
It's fine. They just banned Skittles. Gavin Newsom just banned Skittles in
I hear
California.
they're bad for you, man. I grew up eating those like
Dude, whatever. I
they're the
got some
best thing
stuck
ever.
in my nose at an arcade once at a birthday party. Yeah.
Damn.
So it'd be so funny if you
If
just
I took
ate
a handful of
Skittles.
Skittles, damn.
They're so bad for you. They're horrible.
Mm.
Love this dude. I love that the different color, like it looks like an old news reel. You know what I
Vintage.
mean? I
Yeah.
love it, dude. The Sephiroth or whatever they call
This
it.
is my favorite shot in the whole movie.
So great, bro.
How everyone's
Oh my,
just they're just standing still.
it's like I wonder how many takes for this shot to make it perfect. I wonder how many they had. I don't think they talk about it in the documentary. I don't remember them talking about it.
God.
It's perfect, dude. It's utterly perfect. So good, dude.
Doom. Fucking badass, man.
Love it. Love it. So it's so bizarre how that kid ended up being such a weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
did you? I sent you that video of him just like freestyling in
the live,
Pasadena.
it was a live stream from somebody. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
dude.
Halloween Lives podcast. Dude just went just going off outside the
He's
convention.
so weird, dude.
Hmm.
Such a weird kid. I'd still like to meet him. Just to say I have, but yeah.
You just like walk up and start beatboxing.
We might end up being friends. The picture of him and the kid that played young
That was
Michael and
cool.
you where it's like the Spider-Man pointing
Yeah.
at each other. That's funny, dude. That's funny. Oh, I've got to say too, as much as I think that James Jude Courtney and Chris Nelson are lame, that that the fact that they like all of the shapes were together for that photo op is pretty mind blowing. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's too bad that they were in it though.
Yeah, the thing that sucks about it is that they
Yeah.
were in it.
Yeah, I mean it could have been cool, but
Yeah,
you know,
it would have been cool if like minus them plus Wilbur.
yeah.
You know, that'd be cool. Rest in peace, George Wilbur.
I think the Smiths Grove section of this movie is my favorite part of this whole movie.
I do like it a
there's
lot.
just something so cool about it. Cool atmosphere. It's shot really well.
Yeah.
Really artistic, and it's got my favorite scene in the whole movie coming up. Oh shit. Fester.
It's weird.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. So H45, my take on it is that from all accounts, like everyone I talked to about it, which that was actually only like 5 people, but is that it was actually a very well run convention.
Mhm.
That it was like that the lines could have been absurd, but they weren't. Like they just did a very good job with the organizing of entry and like I guess
Even
from
with
what
the
I
bus tours looked very just like
yeah
very
very
structured,
like very
organized.
structured, very organized. It seems like all of the individual groups that had their own specialized tour stuff or like whatever you want to call it, like Sean Clark's and like all the different groups of people, they all like seem to not step on each other's feet, which
Yeah.
is cool. Like everyone got their moment.
Mhm.
And from my understanding, like they for like the talent, like the guests that were there, they like staggered groups so people could be like there'd be X amount of people waiting at each one, and then they would
Yeah.
filter out, and then they'd kind of like backfill from the next line. So they did it right, which is cool. Because that had the potential to be an absolute cluster.
Which I thought it would be,
Yeah,
honestly. But
yeah.
I had a couple friends go out there to just it looked like it was actually like breathable. It didn't look like it was
Mhm.
super congested and
Yeah.
like you would assume it would be. So I wonder if they'll have a 50th one. I think I heard that they might stop it at 50 because like,
Yeah.
Really how much longer can you go?
Right. Well, that and like, I mean, we've talked about this, like, not to be morbid, but I mean, a lot of those folks are only gonna be around for another probably 5 or 10 years, you
Yeah.
know. Or not that they're not gonna be around, but they're certainly not gonna be traveling to conventions and
And that's a
signing
lot to
stuff.
ask for people, you know,
4
at
days
that
of, like, their
age to
lives.
just
Yeah.
because I met Joseph Whipp, who is the sheriff in Scream, and he was great, like energetic. He was present and very kind,
Mhm.
everybody laughing. But you could tell it was kind of hard on him sitting there, standing up. It was hot, a lot of people. Just that's a lot of energy
Yeah.
with every person. So it does take a toll, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm tired of shit. Just meeting 2 to 3 people. I got
Kit Kat?
something.
Can I interest you in a Kit Kat?
Yep,
Nice, dude.
it's my favorite candy. The best candy. I had some of the Halloween kind. Didn't like it. It wasn't great.
The Witch's Brew one?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're okay. So topic of candies, obviously we're watching Halloween. Top 3 candies.
Kit Kat. Twix. And probably a Reese cup.
All right. That's a good top 3. I'm going Reese's is my absolute favorite. Then I'm going Kit Kat. And I'm gonna get a little controversial here. I really like Nestle Crunch bars.
Skittles.
Skittles.
Oh, yeah.
Skittles is
Well,
what if I was like Stripes gum, bottle caps, and banana Laffy Taffy? You just log off. You just log off the stream. All right, dude. I'll see. It's fun watching 1/3 of this movie with you.
Crunch bars are underrated. Like,
Dude, they're so good.
they were kind of like a staple, at least for me, growing up. They're always in like your little Lunchables. That was always my go-to at the movies. Really, still is like the little Crunch Bites. Good as shit.
Yeah. I always forget about those. Dude, do you remember Rolos? My friend brought that up to me. I forgot.
Man, back in the day when I used to go to the beach with an old group of friends, we would go Rolo, YOLO. We were just hammered drunk and would just eat those. And yeah, those are good. Those are good. And Milk Duds, Whoppers.
Yeah, Milk Duds are good. The Butterfinger BBs, those are good too.
Yep.
I remember the Bart Simpson commercials. What's funny is like Rolos and like Whoppers and things like that. They like made them specifically so that you didn't eat them all. Like they're small, so
well, the Milk Duds I can see because.
But dude, I would just
pull your jaw apart trying to eat them.
I would just hammer a whole thing of them when I got.
Oh, this is my favorite scene in the whole movie.
This is a great scene.
This is when the entire tone of the movie shifts for me.
Like it's when it's really when he breaks. Yeah, it's when he breaks.
And the mom sees like who he really is.
Yeah.
It gives
this is when it's like his true like transition into like full like psychopath.
Yeah, like human Michael's gone.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, Dag killed it for young.
He killed it. I think Sherry's really good in this movie too.
Yeah, Sherry.
I think it's probably her best performance.
Dude, I've got to say, like, that is when we're talking about House of Thousand Corpses, man, her performance, like, everyone loves Bill Moseley in that movie.
Look at that.
But,
yeah.
And the music's great, too. Like, everything's great. But, dude, Sherry Moon Zombie as Baby in House of Thousand Corpses.
She's so hot.
Yeah, but not only that, she's, like, the perfect, like, she plays that role so perfectly.
Yeah.
And, like, even, like, down to, like, the inflection in her lines and stuff, like, dude, it's so perfect, man. But yeah, she does great in this movie, man.
Yeah, she's really she just plays that like playful demented aspect so well in that movie.
But she also plays like this battered woman here too. This is like this
scene, man.
Mortified woman,
exhausted, empty, gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff, man. Like you could just feel the weight
Mhm.
in this scene, and I didn't feel an ounce of anything like this in any of the Blumhouse movies.
No,
It's weird.
literally the only one of two scenes, literally the only two scenes in any of those movies that I liked that are like memorable to me are the and I actually like have a hard time thinking of them immediately, but um the tail, like the last part of the theatrical ending of Kills with the
Yeah,
monologue
yeah, I remember
and
you like that one.
and young Michael in the clown suit in the window.
Mhm.
Like I didn't mind that.
I like the
Um
idea of it. I don't like the
yeah,
way it's shot. It just feels like on a crane in a backlot
yeah,
studio,
yeah,
you know? I think my favorite shot out of that whole trilogy is when Michael enters Laurie's house in H-18. It's that panning shot where the
yeah.
camera pans up.
We're just
Looks great.
looking up at him. Yeah, and his
Yep.
hands dripping. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's a good shot. Like that, yeah, you can like feel like Tyler constantly has that presence of just like that psychopathic just disconnect, like the disconnect, right?
Mhm.
That like you can't, there's no telling or explaining like what's driving him, really. It's just, this force. And that's the only shot in any of the Gordon Green trilogy that where it feels like that, to where like this thing is like just a entity. You know what I mean?
Yep. I love how there's just like this calculated intensity with Tyler. Like it's just like a
Yeah.
ticking time bomb. Like it just keeps building and building until um he reaches this point, and then
Here's where the outtakes, the
oh
really
yeah,
great
the
outtakes are.
rubber.
She liked rubber.
I never would have been able to get through this take, dude.
No, dude. I mean, just staring at Malcolm McDowell with a turtleneck on in general, I would
Yeah.
have. Oh man. Oh, but another great performance, man. I mean, he like, I like that his Loomis is like definitive in his own thing, and
Yep.
he didn't try to like rob from Donald Pleasance. I like that. Um, the thing that I like the most about this movie is that, and I was just watching something with Quentin Tarantino talking about this very thing. You don't need to realize your own vision. You just need to have a vision, and you allow the talent around you that you hire to create that vision successfully.
Hmm.
Um, and I'll send it to you. It's really interesting how Quentin Tarantino puts it, but um, and for me, like that makes perfect sense with this movie. Like Rob just had a vision for it, and he knew that it wasn't going to be for everyone, but he had a vision, and the people that he like placed around him to achieve that vision, um, killed it. Like they made it. They had a
Well,
vision too. You know what I mean?
well, I think it's even more impressive that he was able to um, bring his vision to life with, especially in this one, with all the studio meddling and how I don't know if
Yeah,
you've seen like the interviews, like how often his phone would go off with the
yeah,
Weinstein calling him and like harassing him, and
hmm,
so it's like a testament to him that he didn't explode, quit, and give in to the pressure to change this and change that, and um, I just think that's cool as hell that he
hmm,
just was like, no, we're doing this. I don't care if you bring in this editor, I'm still going to pay mine, and we're going to make this movie
yeah,
how I want it to be made.
yeah. Speaking of House of Thousand Corpses, you've got several members of the cast of House of Thousand Corpses here,
Yep.
and one member of the cast of Devil's Rejects.
Bill Mosley. And then is that Mama
I love them.
Firefly back there?
Yeah, it's the second iteration.
Right.
Obviously, Carrie Black passed between House of Thousand Corpses and this film being made.
What's the one with her? Is it Devil's Rejects where
Devil's
she's in the
Rejects is the
jail?
one where this
Yeah.
one, yeah, yeah. When Wydell's brother's like, "I like it hot," and slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And stabs her. Yeah. I watched the tail end of that the other day. I still prefer Devil's Rejects, but I mean, House of Thousand Corpses, but I like Devil's Rejects. It's so good. It has that Rob Zombie grit to it, you know.
Hmm.
His films are just grimy and dusty, and I don't know, man. I really like
Yeah.
his style.
Grimy and dusty, and they got some teeth to them,
Mhm.
just some weight.
So I love, obviously you've seen a lot of my photos. I love shots that are looking through something in the foreground with the subject in the background in focus. I
Mhm.
love shots like that. And Rob does that a lot. Really love that, man. And obviously, well, Rob and the cinematographer, but really love shots like that, dude. I
Mhm.
think they're cool, like perspective shots, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I think
yeah,
there's a really wide shot coming up that I like.
yeah, I know.
Like I love shots like that,
Yeah,
and that's like
it's a great shot, dude.
kind of an issue I have with the way David Gordon Green shoots his movies. Like, dude, The
Really,
Exorcist,
really close.
I think the smallest lens they use is like a 75. Everything's just so tight.
Yeah.
Um,
See, I mean, I love this, man. I love shots like that, man.
mhm.
I mean, he's even doing it here.
He's got a good eye, man.
I mean, it's really great, dude. I love that kind of stuff, man. It makes you feel like you're like in the room with the characters.
And there's so many different angles. Like there's a handheld POV, and then there's a wide, there's a close up, there's different, all kinds of different angles that he switches back and forth, and it keeps it fresh, and it doesn't feel like it's a movie. That's a good shot.
Mhm. Well, for the folks that have stuck around and watched, appreciate it.
How many people we got?
Looks like 2 people right now. It keeps going back and forth from like 1 to 3 to at one point we had like 4 or 5.
I wonder who it is. I wonder who's
I don't
watching.
know. I know it's a weird time of day too. It's a Sunday. It's 8:30 at night, so we get it. But
Say something.
yeah, say something. Don't be scared. I think a lot of times people like aren't signed in to their own YouTubes, so they can't even chat. You know what I mean? Dumb.
Maybe.
So we were supposed to do this. We were supposed to do this last week.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and I failed horridly at getting the YouTube live going. So yeah, so it's whatever though. I so the first time I watched this scene in theaters, I was a little upset actually.
Because of Danny Trejo getting killed.
I was like, Danny Trejo's like his boy in Smith's Grove, and then I thought about it more. So I saw this movie twice in theaters when it came out, and the second time I watched it, I was like, nah, I don't care. Like Michael Myers would have absolutely killed this dude.
Yeah.
Like
I
he
think,
doesn't care.
but if you think about it, if he would have just let him live and walked away, it would have taken that I don't know, that edge, that ruthlessness away from this
I know what
iteration
you're saying.
of Myers.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I agree. It's great, dude. I
That
want to
mask
know
is cool
where.
as fuck.
It's so cool, dude. I watched this the other day. Well, I didn't watch the movie all the way through. I went to a couple scenes we had during the escape and screenshotted the mask a bunch, and went back and looked at photos of that mask that's in that case that was at H45 with Tyler.
Yeah.
And there is no way that that's the same escape mask. So
I don't think it is.
Lord knows where the screen used one is. I don't know, dude. Because the escape mask is actually in a cutscene on like either leaned up against something or on the wall in his room when he's wearing a different one. So maybe that's that mask. I'm not sure. Either way, there's a lot of debate about the what's the word, the provenance of all these masks and props and stuff like that, and whose hands they ended up in and how. But
yeah, there's no
Kevin,
telling.
Yeah, Kevin and I talked about this like ad nauseum last week, and there's really no way of knowing like if the information that we get as fans and collectors is accurate, because like you're not hearing from the horse's mouth most of the time. So yeah.
What a great character
It's so
Joe
good, dude.
Grizzly is.
I'm gonna get to meet him here in like a week, dude. Yeah,
that's gonna be a good one, man. Wish I could make that.
Scarefest. I kind of want him to write "Naughty Girl" on
Naughty Girl.
Naughty Girl.
I would.
That'd be funny, man. Naughty Girl.
Let me pass this beast in peace.
That'd be a good one too. It's a great. He's the only character that gets like a good punch in on Michael too. I love just the makeup, dude. Like Michael's feet, just the grimiest.
It is cool, yeah.
So cool. Like that could be completely overlooked. The fact that either Wayne or like wardrobe people thought of that. Wardrobe and makeup.
It's a cool little detail that just
it's cool.
It adds a lot to the movie, in my opinion. And I love that this whole scene was shot inside the Pasadena Library.
They built.
That's wild to me. That's wild. Like a little teeny tiny bathroom that they destroyed.
Pretty cool. It's such a great like little role. So on my just to be weird, because I love this scene so much, I have an 07 tattoo of like of Michael, and on his coveralls on the patch that's above the pocket it says Joe.
Oh, that's cool.
He takes his coveralls. So
did you get that tattoo of the puppet from Idle Hands yet?
No, not yet. I'm getting tattooed on Friday because it's Friday the 13th, which is awesome. It's October, Friday the 13th.
What you getting, man?
Man, I this is sacrilege, but I might get I don't have a Jason mask, so I might get a Jason mask on Friday the 13th. Yeah, so
which version?
I don't know.
Jason X.
Jason X. Yeah, that I'll get like the weird like early 2000s like cyborg Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's cool though, man. I think my next tattoo, if I do get to meet her, Heather Donahue from the Blair Witch, she's coming to Atlanta. I'm gonna ask her if she wouldn't mind drawing a Blair Witch symbol on my arm, and I'm gonna go get it tatted.
That'd be cool.
I like to do that.
Mr. Nichols is a horny old pervert.
The bagel scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a bummer that neither Lori showed up for H45, man. I mean,
one of them was actually busy
working. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of them lives like 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
Wonder what she
I
was
mean,
doing.
she's probably like
Counting her money.
advocating for, you know, some bizarre protected group of, you know, whatever, hominids.
God.
So some obscure, some obscure bullshit. Yeah, dude. You know, it's funny. I didn't realize um, who the kid that plays Tommy is,
Mhm.
and then
He's a
I was
funny
like,
dude. I've seen him in a couple things.
what the fuck? It's the same kid. But he does a good job, man. I like again, I like that
I think they're
they
both good. Both
yeah,
kids.
they do great, man. I love when the scene when Annie's like, get your coat on, and she's like all sassy. It's funny.
Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
didn't.
No, you didn't.
And she
Yeah,
screams really good. Like,
I did. She
and then
does.
whenever
Yeah.
the kids are out of the house and she's crying with Loomis,
Hmm.
they did a good job with the casting.
Yeah, they did. They
Oh,
did.
fuck.
So
I wonder if the scene where he smells he smells the mail is in this version. That scene, I don't get it, dude. It's so
I
weird.
don't remember if it is or not. Um, it is a weird thing. All right, so little mask trivia here. This mask was the one that was way too small for Tyler
Oh
uh
yeah, you can tell.
with hair. So Tyler actually had like real hair for parts of this film. Um but his hair was made the mask not fit. So they had to like resize the mask, I think, and he cut
Pretty
his
shot.
hair. Yeah. But they glued hair strands into the mask for
Right.
a lot of the rest of the film. Kind of
It cuts in a minute. Like this, the mask that's tight.
Yeah,
You
I think
Then
yeah,
it
it's tight
cuts.
here, and it's tight. It's just the shots where you see his eyes, like you can see like how tight it is to his face.
Yeah. It's like how my white satin mask is. Can't even wear it.
That's so weird. I wonder why it's sized down like that. I want to know where.
Got a
And
head like Barry Bonds.
I assume that Rob has it, but the Strode Realty sign,
Yeah.
that would be a really cool thing to have. Really cool. Oh no, Tommy. I like that Lori's wearing like a 100% she went shopping at Hot Topic hoodie. Hot Topic in the late like or in the like 2003 through 2000 like 8 or 9 was awesome.
It was that and Spencer's was like the go-to
Yeah.
spots growing up. He didn't smell it.
No, that's the unrated, I think. Such a weird. I'm glad that's not in this one. You've met her, right?
Yeah, I met Scout and Danielle.
Oh, you haven't met
Kristen.
why can't I? Yeah, Kristen Klebe.
Kristen Klebe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I've heard she's
no.
actually very very pleasant.
Yeah, I'd like to. I don't think she goes to conventions much. Cool shot.
Yeah, it's great, dude. I love that. That's Lori's house from '78.
Let me ask you this, because this, like, whenever rumors and speculation about where the Halloween franchise is going to go going forward, there's a big fan base of Halloween 4 and Danielle Harris that want to see her brought back into the franchise and have a sequel to Halloween 4. How do you feel about that? Do you want to see Danielle Harris in another Halloween movie, or are you just like, no, you've served your not served your purpose, but you've been in a couple of different really memorable and important Halloween films. Like, let's move forward. Or would you like to see her back?
That's tough. I think that she's so cemented in the lore of 4 and 5 and now '07 and '09 that it would be really just awkward for
It would
her
feel
to be.
forced.
Yeah, it would be really weird. Like it could be done. I think it could be done. It could be cool, but
It would be rare
um,
for it to be done well,
yeah,
though.
it'd be really hard to do. And I'm not like she's very talented.
Mhm.
She's like a misused talent in a lot of movies too. She's just like I don't know. She's very talented though. Um, I don't know, man. Honestly, like I was gonna bring this up. I what I want to see is like either something like that evolves from like Smith's Grove, like something to do with Smith's Grove, and like what happens to Michael after 78, like or after, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah,
Or more of 78, which would be really hard to do because how are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
How would you feel about a Halloween anthology series?
So that's like very polarizing to a lot of
Yep.
people. To be honest, and I know we like briefly touched on this on an episode of just of the podcast. But and I think I talked about this briefly on Mike's podcast. If that's what they would have done, if that's the route that they would have gone with, for the like for 18 kills ends, and it be like an anthology that is obviously like related to the story of Michael and Lori, but involved new characters like Allison and Corey and thing or whatever characters, and they like mesh together in a way to
Mm.
that like makes it cohesive. I would have thought that that would be way more interesting than it being like this kind of contrived like retelling of like the relationship between Lori and Michael.
Without a
Um,
direction and like an
yeah.
end goal.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not against any like a Haddonfield anthology. I think it could be cool, but it would have to be done in a way that like made it cohesive and made sense to the
Yeah.
why, you know.
See, I'm on the side like I think an anthology series is going to happen. I like Halloween 3, but I've never thought it was great. I don't watch it that often. Um, I don't want an anthology series with the Halloween name.
Mm,
I'm cool with it happening. Name it something different. I think Michael Myers and Halloween are so synonymous with each other. I think they're so
yeah,
like that. Michael Myers is Halloween. Halloween is Michael Myers. And I
yeah,
think if you
yeah.
put the name of that with the anthology, it starts to get messy. It
Hmm.
dilutes how
I agree.
special that property is, and so that's
I
where I
agree.
stand with it.
That's why I think like if you were to call it like the Haddonfield anthology or something like that, it could work.
Even
Um,
that would make me feel weird. I think, like, just name it "Season of the Witch."
yeah,
Name it.
you could do
Name
that
it that.
too. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I don't hate and we talked about this too. Like I'm not completely against the and it's just another piece of those films, especially ends that like doesn't go anywhere. They like have this like fleeting moment of like, well, that could be cool at the beginning when it's talking about like how how these all the events like created this bizarre like psyche among people in
Yeah.
Haddonfield. Like Haddonfield's bigger than just Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. Like that could be cool. Like, but then you don't do anything with it. You bring it up, and then it's like, wow, that was a cool thought for 14 seconds. Like, glad you put that in
Yeah.
the movie for no reason. Like,
Yeah, it's like all the important elements
it's a great shot right
in a
here.
movie. Yeah, it's a great shot. All
Great
the
shot.
important elements in a movie, the story, the characters, especially the legacy characters you're bringing back, are all afterthoughts to like weird, like pretentious social commentary
Right.
and like the topping instead of like the actual the cake, like the most
Mm.
important part of the story. And that happens again in The Exorcist, dude. There's more like evil dies tonight, community bullshit. It's
I know
so
that's your favorite part of The Gordon Green trilogy, right?
Oh God, so good, so good.
Uh,
I don't know what his thing is with people and communities, and like it's fucking weird.
yeah, it's
Man.
really weird, dude. It's very strange.
Just like him, man. It's a strange cat.
There's a lot of words that I could use, but I won't right now.
I always think about that coffee story you told me. When I think of David Gordon Green, I'm sure he's a nice guy, though.
It might be. Could be a dickhead. Who knows?
Yeah.
Actually, he looks like the type of guy that'd be like afraid to talk to you in public because you might punch him in the face.
He's got a McLovin thing going on with him, but I think McLovin has more charisma than David Gordon
yeah.
Green. Yeah,
McLovin has the Aladdin vest. You know,
you like fucking Aladdin.
take that thing off. You look like Aladdin. So, I know Rob has always had issues with producers and studios meddling.
Meddling.
So I wonder if there were any wins for the producers in this film, because it really doesn't feel like it. It really is cohesive, and there's really not like a part of it to where I see something I'm like, wow, that needs to linger. You know,
Mhm.
it does. It does just a really good job being what it is, and yeah, I tried to go with that vibe. By the way, from this scene,
The only thing I ever feel that, and I guess this would have to be put in if you're remaking 78, is some of it's a little too copy and paste from 78 with some of the scenes and events that happen. But I mean, I guess you have to have that in there, and I think that's what the studio was pushing more, was to make it more like 78, and Rob wanted to do, like, you know, all the stuff at the beginning with him as a kid and what that looked like in Smith's Grove. I think that has Rob's fingerprints all over it. And then like the back half of this is more studio, you know, pencil pushers and
I can see
stuff
that.
like that.
But I do like
I
the way
mean, it's still done really good.
Yeah, I like the way that they did kind of manipulate the shots and stuff like that from 78 to make it, you know,
its own thing.
Yeah,
I like when he holds the beer out.
Yeah,
he's so forceful with it.
Look how big he is in that sheet, dude.
Yeah. Or did he already do it?
No, not yet. He's about to.
Oh, okay. She gets mad because he doesn't bring it to her.
I just imagine Tyler in a sheet, just like standing there with a thing of beer.
There's no way he can see in that thing.
No. The Bob glasses on.
Look how he holds it. That always makes me laugh.
Oh man, it's funny.
It's so ET like. It's so like stiff. Funny. I remember this, Rob saying this take took so long because the hair kept getting fucked up when he would take the sheet off.
Oh yeah. Maybe it's maybe it was like the animatronic thing that Wayne Toth made for Spirit Halloween. It's holding a beer.
What do you make?
The animatronic Myers that he made for Spirit Halloween's flagship store. That's where that one mask came from. It came from, it's kind of fucked up, but it's a recast of the resin mold from that mask. So like somebody made a mold of the mask that came from the animatronic thing, and then someone made a resin bust of it, and then they recast it. Yeah. Which is cool because it's like it's a pull of like the original mask, but and it actually it's crazy how much it looks like this one. The one I have is like way thicker, but it's pretty spot on. I'll send you pictures of it later. It's actually crazy. I love this. What are we hunting?
This house, I think I might have told you. It's one of the last nights I was in Pasadena, and there's a big tree right by the sidewalk, and I was trying to get some pictures of this house, and it was at night, and the only way to get like clear pictures is to do long exposure, and that takes
Mm.
like 30 seconds to a minute. And I could see it was late too. It was probably like, I don't know, 10:30, 11. So I'm outside like a creep taking pictures of someone's house. And I could see someone moving downstairs. I could see her going to the kitchen,
Oh,
open
I
up the
remember you
fridge.
telling me
Dude,
this.
and
I
it's just me outside. It's just me, like
yeah.
total stalker vibes. And my camera taking a picture, and I can see her coming to the front door. And I'm like, please don't come outside. And and I'm just like right there in the middle of everything. And so all I could do was just pick up my tripod, my camera, and just go hide behind the tree because she totally saw me. Totally saw me.
It's okay. She's the creep for being up and fussing around in her kitchen at 11 p.m. You're totally normal, dude.
Wonder what
Totally
she
normal.
got.
You should have asked. Popped out from behind a tree. Excuse me, ma'am. Did you make a sandwich or something?
This scene's really great.
It is. Just the anger of that dude. It's crazy.
D. Wallace. Love the fireplace.
Yeah. I'd like to meet her too. Haven't met her.
I like how he walks in right there. Do-do.
Yeah. Great scene. I'll tell you who I really like. The character that I like, the way that it's done in this movie, is Sheriff Brackett.
Yep. I think he's probably the best person cast for
Killer.
these two movies.
Killer.
Like, especially for H2. I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
that movie. I don't think I would love as much as I do if he wasn't Brackett.
Mm.
And I mean, he's a goat, man. I was watching
Mhm.
Exorcist 3 the other night, and so great. And he pops up in all these horror movies
It
that
does.
I'd never even see him in. That I didn't know that he was in. He's in a lot of stuff.
It's so cool too that that Rob like cast this like horror royalty
Yeah.
for these films. It's pretty cool, man. I love Tommy's costume. I think it'd actually be funny to be Tommy as a costume for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. I do love that they don't completely disregard the phone call and that Michael's lurking in the window.
Yeah.
I like that homage to 78 with Annie. I think it's really cool. And it's like so subtle, but it's like
Mhm.
perfectly subtle, you know. I wonder if this was set decked or if this is in a
I think this is
studio.
in. No, I think it's set deck. I think they use someone's house for
It's
this.
in the house. Cool.
Mhm.
That was cool.
Pretty
I like
sure.
that. I like that more.
Yeah, I think they use the exteriors and
This is
interiors and
great.
exteriors of both
It's
those
one of my
houses.
favorite shots. Him just standing behind her. So great.
Like a fucking Goliath back there.
Yeah. So cool, dude.
And then when he looks over, that's scary.
Yeah. I love it, dude. It's a very iconic image. So I think it's funny that like the age difference between Scout and Danielle is substantial.
Is it?
Yeah. Danielle
How
was
much?
she was 30 when this movie was filmed. So, or she was 29 and she was 30 when it was released. And Scout is I gotta look her up.
Young 20s,
Yeah,
19.
she was. So she was born in '89.
Oh, same year
So
as me.
wow. Yeah, she get married, dude.
That'd be sweet. I don't know. She's a little too into like those festivals. It wouldn't work. Like all the dance and stuff, and
You you couldn't deal with it.
I don't think so, man.
So she was 18 when this movie was filmed.
That's wild.
Yeah. Or actually, I guess she was 17 because the movie was filmed in the year before it was released. So
This is a cool shot where he just
it
walks
is.
behind him.
It
It's
is.
blurred.
Yeah. I like how he just moseys out. Yeah, I love it. Having a pumpkin smashing contest. Yeah, Danielle's great. As Annie, she does a really great job.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
convincing.
going back to her acting, like she's so very very convincing, very
Mhm.
believable. I'm surprised she's not in more like just bigger films because of
Mhm.
how believable she is.
Yeah, I kind of wish that she had like a more interesting role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't even remember her in that movie.
Yeah,
She's just
she's
at
in
the
it.
camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It would have been cool if she was like had a speaking role. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just man, such a great just like relationship. Like it's so believable, dude.
Mhm. Them too.
Yeah. Like it's truly it just seems like they've been friends their whole lives, you know.
Yeah.
It's cool. Which and now they are,
And
which
now that
that's
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
And it's cool that Tyler, like the main trio,
Mhm.
Tyler, Danielle, and Scout are just super close after
Yeah,
all this
it's
time.
cool, man. Yeah, I dig it, man. There he is, the man himself.
I wish he would come to some conventions. I think he's been to a couple, but he doesn't go to many. I mean, he's still pretty busy with um, shows and movies.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. I gotta say, I don't really love Chucky, but I think it's cool that again horror royalty. I mean, having someone so iconic from
For sure.
another franchise is cool.
I like the first two. After that, I mean, Bride of Chucky. There's some nostalgia there. It's got a great soundtrack.
I don't mind that. I don't
And
mind Bride of Chucky,
Jennifer
dude.
Tilly is just like
Yeah, she's
hot
great.
as shit in that movie.
Yeah,
But yeah, everything else, I'm just not a Chucky fan, especially the series. It's
all the new stuff is horrible.
Mm.
When I see his daughter, I just see him
Mhm.
like cross dressing
Yeah,
a
it's weird.
woman. Yeah, like she's a pretty
She's
girl.
good.
She's not unattractive, but yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird to date her, right?
Yeah,
Be a
I
little
just feel
strange. Like I'm waiting to hear Chucky's voice, like
Chucky's
come out.
voice. I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting for her to
The
like
Gemini kill. Oh
come
yeah,
downstairs dressed as Sheriff Brackett. You know, it'd be weird.
cool shot.
Yeah.
What a cool thought to have in the movie. Call the house, answer
Mhm.
machine, and it just shows the aftermath.
Do you remember answering machines though? How about
Yeah,
those?
yep.
Yeah,
Man, that seems like 2 lifetimes ago.
it was, dude. My mom and I used to record like custom messages for the holidays for like Halloween. We'd have like spooky
We did
sounds
too.
in the background.
Yeah. Man. I remember when like cell
What a
phones
time.
started to become a thing, and we would record like our favorite songs
Mhm.
for our ringtones and
Yep, I remember that.
all
Yeah,
that.
do you remember ringback tones? Where
Yeah.
when you called, it was like music.
Yep.
So stupid, dude. Yeah, I like the kids' relationship with the adult actors too. It's cool.
What's your favorite scene in this movie?
Honestly, I think the Myers House Massacre, like the scene
Yeah.
when young Michael starts his killing. I think
It's
that
just so Halloween too.
yeah,
It's like
it's
the
great.
mood and him eating the candy and
Yeah. I really like that one. As far as like honestly, I think the way that they end the film is
Yeah.
it's genius. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. For a while, it's kind of cool. It was like a little piece of trivia. Of course, it's not true anymore, but the four of Rob's films that had been made, uh, two of them ended with a main female character screaming, and two ended with iconic music from Halloween. This
Mhm.
like so kind of
That's cool.
Yeah,
I thought about watching or revisiting Lords of Salem. I probably will.
man,
Dude, like the first like
weird.
the first 2/3 of that movie, I love.
Yeah,
And
it's
then once
cool.
you get like the weird little baby demon that does the weird flapping stuff,
Yeah, it's really
it's
weird.
so hard to stay with that movie.
Dude, this is one of my favorite shots the entire film when she tries to get out the door, he grabs her.
Yep.
Dude.
I love whenever Lori comes in and it's that shot, that angle down shot with the I guess with Bob or whoever it is, not Bob, I don't remember who it is, where he's Paul hanging with the
Yeah.
jack-o'-lantern, and then
Yeah.
Michael steps out from the corner.
Mhm. It is
It's
cool.
And then he just plays with him. Then he just like starts swinging him around.
Yeah, he's like pushing him. Yeah, it's so great, dude. So good, man. Tyler does the most incredible job.
Yeah, he does. She's great.
Oh yeah,
She's so great in this scene.
her horror IQ is so good. Obviously, I mean, because she's been doing it since she was a little kid, but she just has like she knows how to be scared, you know?
Isn't that insane that she had that like range when she was
Yeah,
8 years old?
7 or 8, yeah.
Man,
It's pretty cool, man. And I love this too, man. I love that like it ties in Brackett's involvement in what happened with the Deborah Myers suicide, and that I think that's cool.
I do too.
I like that. It's like it's a piece that like it's the kind of stuff that's missing from a lot of horror right now is those little tiny pieces of the story that you don't need to see necessarily, but you can just imagine in the back of your mind when the character's talking about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is great.
Well
right
said.
here.
Well said.
I love it. Yeah, that little girl has the best scream, man. I've never noticed how and you're gonna be like, yeah, right, of course you haven't. Danielle's topless for like a good
lot.
3 minutes of this. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
I
she's
love this.
topless again at the end of H2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
I
You're
love
right.
how like exhausted she sounds when she's
I
finished
thought you were
with
gonna
Lori.
say like I love how topless she is in the end
Oh,
of H.
yeah. Yeah. No, not man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant.
God, I love how topless she is.
Couldn't get any more topless than that. What's the dude's name that does all the pumpkins, all the craft pumpkins?
Horror
On
Wolf.
Horror Wolf. Yeah.
It does a good job.
He does a good job. Yeah, he does those. He does the like all of the different ones from these films. I like his. I kind of want one of his H6 ones actually. The H6 pumpkin's pretty cool.
I like to get the one from this one.
Mhm.
Um,
Dude,
Halloween and Halloween 2 would be sweet.
I don't know where
81.
mine is. I don't remember where I put it. The one that I like when Annie's carrying, the one that Annie's
Yeah.
carrying. I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere. I love this the use of like how it's lit and the use of shadow and stuff. It's so cool. Yeah, what is that guy's name? Because I don't want to not say his name.
I keep wanting to call him Chris.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, look at the leaves.
Phil Parmet.
For the DP or the guy that does the pumpkins?
The DP.
Oh,
He does.
I thought we were talking about the pumpkin guy.
No. He does a bunch of stuff for Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. He's done a bunch of stuff for them, I think. He's done a bunch of stuff. Jeez. I gotta say, I think this is probably his best work.
Boom.
Oh, he did the Devil's Rejects too. It's great. So one of the police officers, just talking about people in this that have been in other films. So the movie Zodiac, it's the guy on the left right here. The movie Zodiac, they use like several different each murder for the Zodiac. It's a different actor.
That's cool.
And he's one of the Zodiacs.
Yeah, Zodiac's great, but
yeah,
I can only watch it like once every 8 years.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough, dude.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, great movie though. Yeah, I love the idea of like the smoked glass like that they can't see. It's such a cool. Like, I wonder if that.
Yeah.
It had to be intentional because they don't they break it or don't they do something to it?
Yeah, Michael stabs through it.
Yeah. So like, it had to be intentional that they made it like that.
Oh, definitely.
It's just like little nuanced things like that are so cool.
Yeah, everything that's in frame, everything in this room is like every detail is accounted for.
Yeah, it's really interesting, man. It's got to be such a cool job to be a set builder and a set designer.
Yeah,
It's got to be so cool.
I love a part one of the behind the scenes videos where they're filming at the Myers house, like when Michael is a kid, and Rob has like the high chair for the kid, and he's like, it's not grimy enough. And he takes a brick and he just starts like grating on the side of it to make it real nasty to make it up to his standards. It's cool.
I forget what the guy's name is that stunt doubled for Tyler in this movie.
I don't know.
I love the way that he reacts to like bullets and stuff like that. I think like he reacts, but it's just like
it makes him more mad.
Yeah,
cool shot.
This dude's great. Another subtle piece of this film that is just like enough of a paying homage enough that it's not overwhelming, it's not overdone. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a good balance of like
Yeah,
the shaky cam, enraged moments, and you have like the quiet, still
yeah.
moments that just kind of breathe like
With the
that.
score, yeah,
Yep.
I
He's
love
found
this.
her.
Dude, it's always like so impressive to me, like how many different angles are accounted for in
Mhm.
filmmaking. So cool. I mean, it's literally like when they call it movie magic, it really is, or it was movie magic. I've got a patch, like that patch right there, that I got on Etsy. I don't think they have them
That's
anymore.
cool.
I wanted to buy another one, but yeah, I couldn't find them. I
This
really
scene right here
want,
with the little girl
yeah,
where she's
I love it.
emotional is good.
hmm
That's great.
Every
He
time I
runs off.
see, yeah, I love it. Every time I see Loomis with the duster with the Inspector Gadget coat on,
Mhm.
I think of H2 when he's like, "No, no, no, that's the old Loomis.
This is new.
This is new."
Man, that pissed so many people off at the direction they went with Loomis. I get it, but still, like, it's kinda, like, realistic that somebody
Yeah,
would just, like,
yeah.
profit off of people's misery. I mean, that shit that happens everywhere now.
Devolve from like also like it is true. Like you have to feel for the guy in H2, like that character, because you can see that like that tinge of like regret and like tragedy
Yeah.
like in the back of his head about everything because there's a couple moments when you know like you can tell that he knows what he's doing is not right. It's just interesting. Well, and then obviously the end of the movie.
Mhm.
Like this set, what a cool like how do you
Yeah.
design that? How do
This
you
is I think this is the set where the DP's like, "I don't know how the hell Imma light this."
Yeah.
It's cool.
Like this shot, like how do you even think to do that?
How
Like,
did
yeah,
you
I'm
in
gonna
how did you interpret this with him just, like, uh, just giving in
oh, like
and
what he's doing.
yeah, what is he doing?
So I think that he's just kind of like his goal here was to I don't know if defend is the right word, but to try to like eliminate all these other facets of life and relationships and people that have like disrupted his ability to just be with his mom and his baby sister, who are the only people that he cares about in the
Right.
entire world. And he's trying to reconnect with her here because that's all he's wanted to do.
And
Um,
he's just putting his walls down and
yeah,
finally
and
having that moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that like it leads into H2 very well as as kind of that like gripping piece of that version of this story.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I also think, for me, Rob might have touched on this, but it's almost like that moment in time when he was a kid, he's frozen in that moment in
Mhm.
time where he's always gonna be kind of at that age mentally, and so whenever he doesn't really get what he desires, what he's after, his purpose, um, it's almost like I don't wanna say a tantrum, but it's almost like that's his only way of dealing with it is going after what he wants and,
Mhm.
um being so explosive emotionally and physically, because he's just not developed in that sense because of how just fucked up he is, I guess.
Mhm.
ambiguously fucked up.
Well, I think like, people bitch about like, well, then why is he going after an H2 and like that the piece of it that's like kind of that like metaphysical paranormal kind of vibe with like the him seeing his mom and the white horse and then Lori like imagining these things happening around her and her visions and all this stuff. But like it doesn't ruin it for me at all in Rob's version of the story. Because there like she didn't know that any of this was
Mhm.
part of her fate
Right.
until it is. So and like you also have who's the first person in terms of like actual family members that Michael kills? Because Ronnie's not his dad,
Judith.
Judith. So he has a sister that treats him like shit and is mean to him, and then the person who he thinks he can trust, his baby sister, when he finds her as an adult, then does this.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know, kind of it works. I
Yeah,
think.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
So maybe he's thinking like, oh, she's just like Judith. Maybe I was wrong.
yeah, no, I
Like,
think that's a valid way of
yeah.
looking at it. I started reading the leaked script for H3. I don't know if you've heard about that. It's been kind
Yeah.
of like, so I started read. I think I read about 30 pages, and it's not bad, but it's also it wasn't needed, and I'm glad it ended with
Yeah.
H2.
It's really odd. It's a little like it's a little too much for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a little monotonous, and it's a little
Yeah.
yeah.
It is. I know that I've sent you this photo. Um, but just talking about Judith, um, I can't think of her name. She plays Jenny, young Jenny in Forrest Gump.
Yeah, yeah.
Why can't I think of her name? Hannah Hall. So the amount of like sister vibes in terms of looks
Yeah.
between Hannah Hall and Scout is like that had to have been intentional in
Yeah, I
casting.
agree.
Like very, very well done.
I could have hung out at that house forever. Like it's on a really
I'm
cool
sure, man.
street. The neighbors are really nice.
Is the pool there?
It's
No,
there,
it's-
but it's filled in.
It's filled in.
Yeah.
That's like such a
I was parked there waiting for it to get dark, and one of the neighbors across the street, the dude was backing out, and he backed into like his mom's car, like just crunched it up.
oh no,
Yeah,
dude.
just the whole thing. And they came out and they were laughing about it, which was funny. But I was just like, damn, dude.
Dude, filling in pools is such a California thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
We live somewhere where we can always use pools 24/7, but let's fill this one in. Wait, what?
Just leave it. Yeah, just leave it.
California's so weird, dude.
It is.
That's a great
I like
shot.
Northern California more than Southern California.
Yeah, I still don't like any of the cities in California, but
Have you been to like Sonoma or
yeah, I don't like major cities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been all over California. I mean, yeah, there's parts of it that are beautiful, but like just the whole vibe, the overall vibe's real weird.
It is.
And then like the weird, like the desert parts, it's like weird California redneck, like desert people. It's so weird, dude. What a weird state, man. What a weird state.
For a place that's like notoriously like hot, all the rest stops you think they would have like, I don't know, man, some fake grass, something
No.
for like dogs not to burn their feet, but there
Rocks.
was nothing, just rocks and pavement
Rocks, pavement, and dirt.
and lizard people.
And lizards.
I like when he busts and he's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, what the hell?
Grabs the shit out of his head. That's what I do to River when he's like keeps licking his
just grab him.
feet. I'm just like,
Stop it.
stop.
You just give him the Loomis treatment.
Or when he like barks at people all the time, I just grab his face.
Have you ever seen the Malcolm McDowell has it actually? The prosthetic of his head from H2.
I know that.
Yeah, Malcolm McDowell has it. Kind of cool.
I'm surprised because how much he like publicly hates horror movies, and
Yeah,
that's cool though. Embrace it, man. Embrace it.
I think Wayne gifted it to him.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the way this whole scene's lit too. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes you feel like it's like this grungy, just
It just feels like it. Yeah, it just feels like an escape room that you can't get out of.
It reminds me a lot of, and I'm not surprised because they're my two favorite modern slashers, but of this film and Texas Chainsaw 03, like the scene where Aaron's hiding in like in between the wall and stuff, and very similar.
You know what's funny? All of these remakes, or the horror movies that came out, I guess, so Hills Have Eyes, Friday the 13th, Halloween. I think there's another one that I'm missing. Oh, Texas Chainsaw. All of them have a scene where the villain breaks through a wall, just like explodes through a wall and grabs somebody. They all have that same thing going on.
Friday the 13th does. Yeah, he grabs what's his name in the barn scene right before the end.
Clay.
Yeah. What's that fucking guy's
Jared
name?
Padalecki.
Jared Padalecki. Yeah.
And then
that
Texas Chainsaw is Aaron when he busts through the wall.
Yeah.
Hills Have Eyes is Pluto, the big axe guy, busts through there at the end.
I love it, dude. This is such a great scene. There's actually there's a lot of opportunities to get like really good screenshots of photos for mask rehauls and stuff in this scene.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why David Gordon Green didn't implement blue lighting in any of his movies.
I don't know.
I feel like that lighting is such like an important character, really.
Really, the only scene it was the shot we were talking about, the one of him standing there being kind of ominous, is really like the only shot that has like any like gray blue tones to it.
I think it's more like tungsten-y though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
H18's very orange.
It is very orange
and humid.
It is.
It's the most fall feeling, I think, out of the three.
Yeah.
For me, I think. I think I'm gonna go back and revisit all three this month because I
will just to have them on.
Glad for punishment, but I'd like to just revisit them just to see.
I do have to say the end, the last 30 minutes of ends is kind of fall feeling, but the first part isn't. The first part isn't at all.
It just feels like Savannah because I've been to Savannah a lot. Savannah is just humid and sticky and
I do feel for what's his name, Rohan Campbell, for having to wear a sweater and a fucking leather jacket.
Good God, dude. Yeah.
You know what I heard from not heard, but I saw from people posting about him at H45 that he was just like that he, despite how polarizing his character is and his involvement in the franchise, that he was just like a super, super pleasant young man.
He looked great. And, he looked like he was
just and had fun and was very engaged with people. So that's cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I never had a problem with his acting or his character. I mean, it sucks that he just made a bitch out of Myers, but I mean, that's not, that wasn't him. But he just seems like a really talented dude, and so I'm glad.
It sucks that he didn't get the opportunity to develop that character, because he could have been a cool character, and he just wasn't given the opportunity to I mean, he's obviously like talented enough to.
Well, that's the
to-
thing. Yeah,
yeah.
he's got like the talent to explore that type of character, but like his backstory with why he started to unravel, I thought was just God, man,
Too fast.
That's what's too fast, and it's just like that's it. Like you know, you had an accident with the kid, and because the kid got the best of you, and you lost your temper, and then now you're the boogeyman. Just not believable.
So, I guess allegedly the mask that Sean owns is the one from this scene.
That's cool. That is cool.
I love how he just like swipes at the
Yeah,
little pieces
the
hanging
one
down.
hanging board.
Yeah.
I like, right here where she kind of comes to and she looks around. And he's just standing there, just staring at her. It's like what River does. Like, I'll try to be as quiet as I can, and I can just sense him staring somewhere.
He's the shape, dude. River is the shape.
He really is, man. He is. He's evasive. He's nifty. He's quiet. He lurks.
He creeps. He kills.
He comes home.
He comes home.
Boom. There's Riv. Yeah. Dude, that is Riv, dude. I swear to God.
It's crazy how well that mask fits versus initially.
Can't believe this movie's already over, dude. Damn. And that girl got seriously injured. I wonder what happened. The stunt double.
Yeah. You know what? No one's ever done a pre-gunshot 07 mask.
Yeah.
Like with that. No one's ever done that before. That
right.
just occurred to me, dude. That just occurred to me. Maybe I'll buy another one of these and do it. And I'll get real famous. Cool. I'll get super famous and like Dick Zap. I mean Rem Zap.
There he is. Yeah. And then just like badmouth everybody that wants to
just talk shit.
Just say hey to you.
Like every time anyone asks me, like
you block them. Say you're quitting, and then
what type of paint I use. I'll make a post about how you shouldn't ask artists about what type of mediums they use, and like even though I could just be like, oh, I use nightshades.
Just get real hissy and defensive for just a
love it, dude. I assume they use like a blood cannon on her right there, and just. I love the way it comes. Yeah, it shoots back. It's cool.
What a great ending! I love how it fades back to that.
Yeah, it's great, dude. She
love it. Probably watch it 5 more times for Halloween.
Yep.
I love all these Super 8 flashbacks too.
Cool. There's they shot a lot more than what's in. And Rob has all the Super 8 footage from it.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty cool. Well, that's interesting. Did you see who was in that shot?
Nah.
Judith. Hannah Hall. It's interesting. I never noticed that before, actually.
Yeah, it's hard to see. So I'm watching it through my computer, like screen, the reverse.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. He just smacks the horse with that with the bat. Yeah.
Well, people are still watching.
Yeah, I think we had 2. We got 1. But yeah, whoever you are, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it.
Yeah, love you.
Miss you already.
Yeah.
Love you. Miss you. Dude, I'm so excited to meet Ken Faree.
He seems cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Naughty girl.
Naughty girl. It's just the funny. It's the right thing to do. You know,
I would probably have to have him say, "I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch." That's like the most
naughty
obvious, but
girl,
I'd have to. But naughty girls, like that's a deep cut. That's a
like
good one.
naughty girl. But then with Ken Furry, and then underneath
Naughty,
in
not
quotes,
that's good. Yeah,
Joe Grizzly.
yeah.
That'd be good, dude. That'd be really good. In memory of Mustafa Khan.
I
So
wish Scout, Tyler, and Danielle would come back this way. They're like always,
yeah,
never here.
always never.
Always like everywhere else.
So wait, what was I gonna say? It had to do with conventions and I don't remember, dude.
Yeah, fucked you up. Was it Ken Furry?
No.
Yeah, I forgot too because you're about to say it now.
What was it, man? Oh, this isn't exactly it, but more or less. Like I wish that there was a like 07 H2 convention like with everyone from those
Cast
films.
crew.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Or I wish they would do like a I guess it's coming up. It's not far away, the 20th anniversary for this film, but it'd be interesting to see if they do like a more involved 20th anniversary than like say with like House of 1,000 Corpses where they just did a re-release and like in a steelbook, you know.
Yeah, even with the H2O 4K release, like it's not that great.
Yeah.
I didn't love the artwork and like the main menu, like it's just like a photo. There's no video. It's just kind of just like, not very thoughtfully put together.
Yeah, I would just love to. Obviously, there's a few people that now have passed, so like smaller roles, but I wish I would have thought about having Sid Haig sign my Halloween poster. I just never really thought about it. And looking back, obviously, I met Sid Haig several times. Most memorably, and I've told you this, when the second time I met him, and it was like the tail end of a convention on a Sunday, and everything was winding down, but a lot of people were still there. Scout was there still. Tyler was there with his wife. Sid was there, and all their tables were right by each other's. Mm-hmm. And went up to Sid and was like, hey Sid, we've met before, like, glad to see you again and whatever. And I was like, are you still doing photos? And he was like, yeah, sure, man, come on. And didn't charge us for literally anything. I think he signed like a couple of 8x10s and he was like $30 or he was like, he just didn't.
Yeah.
He was like, whatever. But we were like, can we hard style? Can we do hard style photo? And he goes and he puts his hand out like this, like ready to go, like ready to hard style, like ready to get that, and like looking tough. And like he knew exactly what it was. And we thought it was hilarious. Cool, man. Yeah. He was just a cool old dude. Such a cool dude.
I've never heard one bad thing about that guy.
Super pleasant guy. And then, so that's when we were talking to him. And it looked like Tyler, I've told you this, it looked like they were like getting ready to leave. Like they were like packing up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, we need to go over and, see if we can get Tyler to sign some stuff before he leaves. And Sid was like, oh yeah, I'll walk over there with you. And
that's
like,
so
it was like, man. Tyler and his wife, I think it was before they were married, but, and Sid, and then we went over to Scout's table and I think she was a little tipsy.
Yeah.
And yeah. But I didn't get anything signed by Scout. I think I was out of money. I think I was out of cash. So, but my buddy Ryan got a couple things signed by her.
I remember when I had Scout sign my like 11x17, she took up the whole fucking thing. And I went over to Tyler. He goes, who signed this? I was like, so that was
This
funny.
guy. That is funny, dude. Yeah. Tyler just has like this air about him, man. He's just like such a gentle giant.
He
And
is.
you know, I love what he's doing with stuff for
Yeah.
with human trafficking with kids. I think it's cool he's gotten involved in that.
Yeah.
You know, that's like
And he's big into animal rescue and stuff like that too, which I
it's just
appreciate.
that kind of stuff like is a very hot topic right now with like human trafficking and sex trafficking of kids and stuff like that. And like a lot of people in Hollywood want to pretend that it's like not a thing because they're
Right.
probably involved in it.
Right.
So it's cool that Tyler's like not afraid to
Be
embrace
outspoken
that
about it.
cause. Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool, dude. It's cool, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man. So what is your favorite moment from 07?
Favorite moment is the Smiths Grove scene where young Michael stabs the nurse, the siren goes off, everything's quiet except the siren, and Deborah Myers sees what her son is for the first time. Like that scene just, I've said this before, that's the scene where the movie shifts completely for me. That's when it just feels very adult and it feels very artistic and it just feels very direct and confident with what this version of Halloween is, and it just gives me goosebumps. I think it's very well written and directed and acted, and love it. Love the way it's shot.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
I too enjoy that a lot, man. I think like I said, if I had to pick one, it would be the Myers House Massacre with young Michael. I guess like if I had to pick one with adult Michael, it would be from the point where like the killing on Halloween night begins. Or even like the stalking with like when Annie and Laurie are on the phone and Michael's in the background in the window.
Yeah.
From like that point up to like when he reveals himself to Laurie.
I think my favorite go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good.
I was just saying my favorite moment with adult Michael is definitely like the scene at the Strode house where he comes out of nowhere and just slits the was it John? Is it John Strode?
Not
that it really matters, but he just slices him in the face and drags him inside, and just the whole vibe of that scene, like it's so intrusive, and they got the fireplace going, and Dee Wallace is a horror icon, and she just really sells that scene. And then you come back to it with the answer machine, like it's spooky. It's good.
I gotta look it up, man. That's
John Strode and Cynthia Strode, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I gotta look it up, man. Just to be sure. Who the fuck is... You know who that character is. Yeah, Cynthia Strode, you're right. And Mason Strode.
Fuck. Mason
Strode. Good old Pat Skipper. He's my mom's age. How old is Dee Wallace? Okay. She's born at 48. She's born at 48. Yeah. Wow.
I know. Is she in her early 80s?
No. She's in her 48 would be, what is it, 2023? So 70. I'm not good at math, dude. Wait, it's odd to odd, 75.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to
so if you're born on an even year, you're an odd number in an odd year.
Okay.
Yeah. 75. It's no big deal. I'm basically a mathematician now.
Hang on. She was born in 48?
Yeah, 2023 minus 1948. 75.
75.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. 75.
Gosh dang, dude. I impress myself daily. It's interesting that the VHS is still playing.
I think that's the director's cut.
Oh, wow. It's that much longer?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the rape scene is pretty extended.
It is. Yeah.
You sound really unimpressed by it. It's the extension of the.
Yeah. Wish it was longer. I was kidding. I'm
we're
just
canceled.
kidding.
And we're canceled.
And see you
Just
later.
The end of Night of the Comments. Dude, I'm so happy I got back on here with you to just
Fart around and watch
Fart around
movies
and-
and eat candy and
eat candy,
Gripe.
be fat. Where's old Rib Dog, dude?
well, he can't really get in because I got crap all over here, and he would just knock
Oh,
down
no.
the lamp and stuff. But he's in his bed. He's outside. in
God.
the
We're,
living room.
Is that a real pumpkin?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I got my first one of the season on what day is it? Friday.
We went to the patch on the 4th, my nephew's birthday. He got out of school early, and for his birthday, he got like this really slick pair of Jordans.
Nice.
And he wore them to school, and he got compliments. And this was my fault. I didn't even think about changing his shoes. We go to the patch, and his shoes got so dirty, and he was so worried. I got a video. We're in the patch, and he's trying to get this pumpkin. He goes, "Dude, my Jordans are getting dirty, bro. That's all I'm worried about." And he was, and so I'm trying to get him
That's
clean
funny,
for
dude.
him.
That's funny.
But it was fun. But yeah, his Jordans got so dirty.
You need to make a meme of him that's like when you're at the pumpkin patch, but in case someone fucks around,
Oh my
needs to get
god! Did you hear that?
yeah.
There was a siren going off.
Somebody needs to like fuck around and get dunked on at the
Yeah.
pumpkin patch. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, dude,
Man.
you that was pretty good, man. You were like,
Well, God, it sounded like some like
it did.
I told you a few weeks ago. I heard something in the woods outside.
What
the
is it?
house.
Rewinding?
Yes, rewinding.
It's got that thing's got auto rewind. That's
Mhm.
some bougie
it-
shit right
And
there,
it's,
dude.
It's fast,
Bougie.
fast and efficient. Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, it sounded like the thing I heard in the woods. That's why I was like, "Yo,
Oh yeah, the thing you told me about. Yeah, where you
God,
just-
man.
the banshee in the woods.
fucking demon banshee."
Just funny because I see the title screen on the your big TV or the loading screen. So in 2009, Halloween 2009, I was I more or less lived there. Basically, my friends had this like frat house, and I was constantly there. And on Halloween 2009, we drank more beer than any human being should ever drink.
Mhm.
And me and my buddy Alex, we pass out in the living room. We'll hang out in the living room, and like the entirety of the night that we're asleep, the Tyler Bates Halloween theme is playing like just on a loop. On a loop for like 8.5 hours. And
Were you too tired to get up and turn it off?
yeah. Too tired. Yeah, we were too tired. But it's just funny. So every time I like go over there and we'll watch this movie, and like we have a tradition, we like carve pumpkins every year together, and we'll watch this and we'll always laugh about the title screen being on for like we don't know how we didn't burn a hole in that DVD. Like,
Yeah. I remember going to my friend's house when I was like in high school, and we would always watch The Office, and we'd pass out, and it would just play all throughout the seasons, and that song would just come on. It was so loud, and we'd try just to bear through the intro just to go back to sleep because we were too tired to turn it off. But yeah,
I
feel ya.
It's funny, man. It's funny, dude. That's like not a thing now. Like kids aren't gonna eat.
They
That's
don't know
the
what
crazy
they
thing.
don't know.
No, they don't know, dude. Not a clue. Isn't that
Isn't
weird?
it weird being old, dude?
Weird is that, dude. And what's weirder is like that's not like I think of that as being like, oh, technology, DVDs and Blu-rays, and now it's like, oh, streaming. Like, what's a Blu-ray?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, what a time to be alive.
I guess.
It always reminds me of there's a blooper from The Office where they're doing like their highs and lows.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, Dwight, go. And he's like, my high is that I didn't die last night.
Mhm.
And they're like, what's your low? And he's like, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my favorite character
That's funny, dude.
in that whole show, man. Oh my god.
Hey, and there's a little connection with House of Thousand Corpses.
That's true. Yeah,
There
that
you
is
go.
true. And he even like talks about that. He'll go on like Twitter Live or something, and people always kind of bring that up, and he'll like play with it sometimes. And so
Mhm.
that's pretty cool. I like
Yeah,
Rainn Wilson.
yeah, I do too.
Good
He's
cat.
kind of a liberal dork, but I still like him.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
But yeah, dude. Well, I had fun, man. I enjoyed this. Hopefully, maybe we'll do one for H2.
If you want to, I know that's a
Yeah.
that's a heavy one. I don't know
That's a heavy one.
who will tune into that one.
Yeah. Well,
but
I mean, we could also do one for, dude. I could do one for 78. I could do one for Halloween 6. I could do one for really any of them.
yeah, I could too.
I could do one for really anything, dude.
Halloween 6 would be a fun one.
Yeah, 6 is good. I really like Paul Rudd as Tommy, dude.
Both iterations of Tommy Doyle is like
Yeah.
so what a weird choice for that character. But saying that, I'm team Paul Rudd over
Paul
Anthony
Rudd
Michael Hall
smashes
all
Anthony
day.
Michael Hall. Yeah. Go back and do 16 Candles, dude. Just stick with that. Like, don't infiltrate my Halloween films.
So weird, man.
Fucking weird. Yeah, whatever, dude.
Well, this was fun,
All right.
man.
Yeah, man, I had a good time. Glad to watch this movie as many times as humanly possible. So, yeah, dude.
Absolutely, dude.
Well, for the one person that stuck around and watched, appreciate it seriously. And
Yeah,
catch the
thanks.
next. Catch
See
the
ya.
next one. See y'all.